I'm Takumi Shinomiya. I'm 28 years old. After graduating college, I started working at a robotics company. I work in the sales department and was working hard when suddenly I found myself negotiating a big business deal. All that time coming up with suggestions was worth it. A big restaurant chain with stores around the nation wanted us to handle the R&D and production of a food delivery robot. That's where we planned the dog-type food delivery robot. There were over 1,000 stores nationwide, and they were asking us to place these robots in all of them, so it'd be a huge-scale business deal. The schedule and plans for the robot are fine.
Are you ready? I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you, sir. All right. I'm gonna go talk to R&D for a final check. Shinobu! You in there?
Takumi? I'm here.
Did you already get the prototype of the dog-type robot that I asked for?
Of course! Ta-da!
Whoa! Thank you as always. You're always helping me out so much. Her name is Shinobu Mitsuhashi. She's part of the R&D department. We were classmates in college, and she's also my girlfriend of 5 years. She may not look like it, but she's kind of a genius when it comes to AI development. She definitely had quite a bit of skill, and she's had several of her own labs at this early age. Thanks to that, I had her handle the AI of the delivery robot. I gathered the project documents and the blueprints to hand in to the clients. Then one day, I headed over to our clients, a little excited. They just called me up out of the blue. Are they gonna just jump right into signing with us?
Hello, I'm Yokori.
Tabakari-san? Who is this?
Yokori-san is also an AI production company. And I actually came here to tell you that I want to call off our contract, as Yokori-san can finish the contract at half the price.
Huh? Why, we've been preparing so much for all this. What are you talking about?
We'll pay for the termination fees. I mean, at this point, I think it's just going to be for the blueprints.
I mean, we've only signed a tentative contract, but...
We'll pay for that too. But I hope you will sign a formal contract with us right after.
Of course! If you do the same thing at half the price, that's perfect! I see. You were just after our designs and project plans from the get-go. You're planning on using that design to come up with something a little cheaper.
You don't have to make me out to be some kind of criminal. Just so you know, we created our own designs without you.
If they took our own designs and just handed it over to our rivals, then it would be illegal. But if they say that they were just using it as a reference, then it's going to be a very gray area.
Oh, what? Did you want to have a lawsuit? We're totally fine with having a lawsuit over intellectual property. I mean, there's not much that we could get out of winning, but...
He's not wrong. Our company only planned and designed the product, so we didn't really lose out on any profit. Starting a lawsuit now would just be a loss, as we wouldn't be able to win much at all anyway. It's just a waste of time and effort. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything before leaving the clients. Hello, sir? I told the department manager about everything that happened and asked to take off tomorrow.
I see. Okay, we'll talk to everyone and figure out how to handle it. Don't worry, it's not going to be your fault, okay? You just take the day off tomorrow and rest up.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The next day, I had prepared that project for half a year and was betrayed, so I was in quite the shock. We had so many departments working together on that project. I felt so guilty about everything that I started to feel like I didn't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. Maybe I should sleep till night.
Yo, Takumi!
Shinobu? It's only a little past lunch. Why are you at work?
I heard you took off, so I took half the day off too. Seems like you haven't had lunch yet, right? I bought a bunch of stuff, so I'll cook for you today.
Okay, thanks.
Leave it to me. I'm going to really show you what cooking means.
You're cooking, huh? I don't think I've had your cooking since college. Huh?
Ah! Fire! Fire!
Ah! I forgot! Shinobu's pretty horrible at all kinds of sorts, and she is horrible at cooking! It's alright. I'll help you cook.
Yeah.
And it's already been over 5 years since we started dating. I thought that if this contract went well, I would use that momentum to just propose to her, but man, things just don't go well sometimes.
What are you talking about? Cooking?
Yeah, I don't want you to destroy my kitchen any longer.
Aw, don't be such a grump.
Thinking about it now, it's always been this way from college. I wanted to be an engineer in robotics, but everyone was so passionate and I couldn't keep up with the studies, so I gave up. I was going to completely give up on all this. I've thought about it time and time again. But after I met Shinobu, things changed. She was such a genius. She would do things that I couldn't like it was nothing, and I felt despair after how she did it. But more than that, I could see that she really loved robotics. I had slowly begun to fall for her like that. I felt like I wanted to support her in her professional and private life, so I found a sales position at her company. Here you go.
Wow, it's so good looking.
Shinobu's a genius when it comes to research, but with everything else, she's kinda meh. I hope I can continue to cooperate with her like this from now on, too.
So, you didn't actually take off because you're actually sick, right?
Man, we've been around each other for a long time. She sees through everything. Oh, about that.
What the hell? That's unforgivable! You literally did nothing wrong!
Yeah, thank you. My department manager told me the same thing, but I just felt so guilty because so many people helped me out.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about it. It's work, so everyone understands. Don't worry.
Ow! Thank you. She's usually pretty easygoing outside of her research, and she always saved me. I think I fell for this side of Shinobu. I went to work the next day, but everything went down pretty much exactly how Shinobu said it would.
Great work on everything this time around.
No, sir.
Just so we're abundantly clear, you're not going to be asked to take any responsibility. We're the victims in all this. But our companies will still be working together. They are a big-time chain restaurant. We can't lose clients in an economy like this.
Sir.
We're not going to be going to court or anything either. But you've done great. You won't handle them anymore, so please, do that same kind of great work with our other clients, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you. A year later, I focused hard on my work. This whole incident may have put me into overdrive. And just when I was about to forget that any of that had happened,
What?
Tabakari-san. It's the guy that handled that whole thing.
Huh?
I don't know what he wants with me now, but I know he's a big-time corporation guy. I can't just ignore him now. I'm gonna answer it. Hello? Help me! Huh? What? I was shocked at the sudden screaming in my ears. He suddenly started explaining without me asking. He spent that year to continue the conversation with regards to the food delivery robot. That's great, but now the other clients are making claims that are almost illegal. Help me! The cost is almost 5 times the initial fees! I don't know what to tell you. Please go to another company. Wait, hey!
What was he saying?
Well, apparently the new company was asking for an insane amount of money. I mean, if you think about it, there's no way that someone could make profits on something that half our price.
Serves them right.
But it didn't end there. Tabakari came directly to our offices and started begging in person. The only people that understood what was going on back then was the department manager and myself, so we were handling it. But according to your documents, you were using your own designed AI, right?
What about it?
From what our other partners are saying, they need at least 5 times the initial cost that they predicted. It's way too advanced, and that they won't be able to keep up with what they currently have. Well, the genius in our R&D came up with it. I don't think you can copy it with that low cost.
Tabakari-san, your company and our company still have plenty of other contracts. We don't mind you coming and going as you please, but as far as that project is concerned, we are unable to help you any more at this time. Please, go back to your office.
That's all we have for you. Excuse us. But we've already signed with them! A budget! They had to have known how different our AIs were. They moved the whole thing forward until it's too late to back out and then bump up the price. Pretty disgusting, if you ask me. Imagine the guy that fooled me gets fooled by some other scam artist, huh? Kind of a complicated feeling.
Just means that the other scammers were one step ahead, is all.
I guess so. Not that I'm happy that it all worked out for them.
That's true. I wish we could all just be loyal with each other and work hard.
That's the ideal. Tabakari showed up from time to time in our office again. A different person was handling a different case, but Tabakari took over, so he's been popping in more. I'm sure he's trying to get over here and trying to get on our good side. He's really hardworking, but is he doing it just to make up for what we did wrong? Actually rubs me the wrong way.
Takumi, why do you look so upset?
Oh, it's just about the thing, you know? Honestly, I was pretty upset. I couldn't just forget about what had happened a year ago. Still felt conflicted about the fact that the people who did this to us also had to experience a scam.
Right. It's everyone's company getting involved, so we can't just do as we please.
Right. It just doesn't feel good.
Well, thinking about it isn't going to do anything. Let's go eat lunch.
I guess so. She's still positive and easygoing. I'm so jealous of her. I love that. Shinobu and I were in the cafeteria eating lunch, but... Hey, mind if I join you?
Did you need something? We don't need anything with you.
Oh, I just felt a little guilty for what I did a year ago.
If you really feel that way, can you not talk to me? I also worked on the project from a year ago, so I heard about everything that happened. Apparently, you treated us quite horribly.
Come on, don't be so mean. You're the inventor of the AI, right? Excuse me, we're in the middle of our break. We're done with that conversation. If you want to keep pushing, go through our company. No. I just want to talk to you personally. I was just wondering if we could come up with something in-house on our own, you know? We're just looking for good engineers. If you like, you can come work with us.
Of course not!
Whoa!
Ah, how disgusting. Excuse me.
Hey, Shinobu! Wait, hang on!
Phew.
Hang on, Shinobu! What's going on? It's not like you to be yelling and screaming like that.
Of course I'm going to get angry! That guy is trying to take the fruits of the hard work and effort from my development from this company. And on top of that, he was trying to do it right in front of you. How can I not be angry?
Shinobu.
Same thing with a year ago. I know how hard you were working to prepare everything. Of course, it's work, so sometimes it doesn't work. But fooling someone like that and trying to get a leg up is wrong.
You're right. You're totally right, Shinobu. I had been jealous of Shinobu's talent before. But this part of her, I fell for this part of her too.
You're always just too relaxed where it really matters.
Sorry. Imagine you telling me that.
Wait, where's my badge?
Huh? Your badge? Did you forget it in the cafeteria?
I can't get into the department without it.
Wait, your badge!
Huh?
Shit! Let's go back to the cafeteria! It's not here. We were too late.
Takumi, what's going on?
If one of the other employees picked it up, that's fine, but if Tabakari-san picked it up...
He can get into my lab if he has that badge.
Let's hurry! That's enough! They're already here! This is going way too far, Tabakari-san! Shut up! I've got to do anything I can to...
What is going on here?
Sir!
You're going to have to do some explaining, Tabakari-san.
From what Tabakari-san said, the food delivery robot project is still in progress. To make it stay within the budget, they had to do something about the robot's AI. He was told that since they couldn't make a complete copy, that he had to go get something from our company to work with. But if you think about it, you can't access the terminals with just a badge, so I guess there was no point in rushing. I thought I could get even an ounce of knowledge.
That's totally classified. We're not just going to leave it around somewhere.
Whatever the case, we have to call the police at this point. We're going to talk to our lawyers and figure out how we're going to handle this.
So, Tabakari was handed off to the police. A few months later, our company sued both Tabakari's company and Yokari's company.
We're not gonna let you go this time. A year ago, we were willing to let things slide, but this time, you steal and then break into a restricted area without permission. And you also mocked my very important employees. This is not going to be forgiven, huh?
You know, he's normally so warm and calm.
Let's never get on the wrong side of our department manager. In the end, both companies agreed to settle out of court and pay for the presented damages. From what I heard, Tabakari and Yokari's actions are something called mandate fraud. Both of them were now the targets of their companies and also had to pay for some of the damages incurred. We continued to have business with them because it was a big corporation, but this time, we were on the brink of terminating all contracts with them, so it makes sense that they would be mad. They won't be able to work in this field, and they have to pay for all the corporate damages too.
I wonder if the price tag is actually something that an individual can pay for.
I don't even want to think about it.
But they totally brought it onto themselves, so...
Right. I guess being loyal is just the best thing to do.
But we can finally just have some peace and quiet, huh? We've just been having to deal with all of the cleanup this whole time.
Feels like the last time we made curry like this together was a long time ago.
Right?
Hey, Shinobu?
What is it?
Aren't you gonna say that you want to make it on your own this time?
I mean, everyone has their ups and downs, so I'm not really good at cooking, but you're here to help me out. I felt like there's no real need for me to force myself to stay in the kitchen, you know?
I see.
So, I was hoping you'd keep helping me out for dinner. Is that okay?
That's totally fine. If anything, I'll help you for the rest of your life.
Huh? Are you saying?
Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. I really wanted to ask you a year ago, but let's get married. I want to keep supporting you and cooperating with you through life. Is that okay?
Of course! Let's have a lovely life together!
Whoa! We went through a lot together, but our relationship grew deeper. No matter what happens now, we're gonna get over it together as a team. Nothing can stop Shinobu and I.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out our other episodes too. According to my calculations, you are about to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.